Okay, so I'm sure you guys have already heard about the new Gacha changes to Blue Archive. In fact, I made a video I think just 2 hours ago about it, right? Giving my thoughts about it and also just explaining how the new system worked. Now, the thing is, I think like at literally the same time I posted that video, Nexon released uh they released this article showing what the new rebates are gonna be that we're gonna get from the new Gacha system. So basically, all the calculations that were done in the past have been basically thrown out the window. They are moot now, essentially. So yeah, I'm gonna go through that. I'm gonna go through the new rebates right now. What we're gonna get, and we're gonna see if with the new rebates, if this new system will actually be better or not. Although I would say I've already seen quite a few calculations done by the community, and it does look like that the new system is officially better than the old one now. Uh, like 100% of the time, right? With these new rebates that they've added. So this is the article, right? Let me translate it to English. So that's the abolition of the regular recruitment. I'm assuming that's the standard recruitment banner. You know, there's always a standard recruitment, archive recruitment banner, right? I think that this is removing the standard recruitment. Okay, personally, I don't really think this is a big change. I don't think anyone ever pulled on the standard recruitment banner. It's always just better to pull on the new banners that come out, right? So yeah, I mean, I don't really think it's a big change. They removed calling points or just points, right? And now we are getting the new PD system. So yeah, this is like explaining. So we already know all of this, right? We already know how the PD system works, right? You know, you reach 100 PD, right? You pull 100 times. There's a 50-50 chance. Well, there's a 50-50 chance that you will get either the student that is on radar, like Makoto swimsuit, or you would get like a random 3-star, right? So basically, we already know all of this. This is nothing new, right? We already know this. Uh, yeah, and then the reset, right? Now whenever the gacha pool period ends, right? Now instead of the points being reset at the end of the period, now it's carried over to the next gacha banner, right? It's only going to be used when you pull that rate up student. Okay. So okay, now here is the new news. Okay, they did mention during the live stream, right, that there would be some form of rebate, right, but they didn't mention what it would be. They just said it would. They just said that you could get a 10 pool ticket, right? But that was it. Yeah. Now you officially know what the rebate system information is. As you can see, there are two forms of rebates here. There is a first time bonus and then there's a repeat bonus. So from how I understand this works is that when you pull on like a new banner, right? This first press bonus, I think it's meant to mean first time bonus. This first time bonus will work for like the first 10 to 390 pulls. After you complete the first time bonus, it will start to loop from the repeat bonus. So it will loop from, this 20 times to this 200 times, right? It will continue looping this repeat bonus once you complete the first time bonus. Now, I've seen some people say that this first time bonus is only going to apply to this banner. I don't think that's true. Okay. I think after reading this, I think that the first time bonus will be reset every single banner. So that means once this first time bonus ends for like, let's say the Makoto swimsuit and Satsuki swimsuit banner, it will reset and it will restart from the first 10 recruitment for swimsuit Iroha and swimsuit Ibuki, right? But yeah, basically, I think this first time bonus, right, will apply to every new gacha banner. Okay, so let's go through the changes. So for the first time recruitment, right, we get BDs, right? And at 30 recruitments, name divine name fragments. I'm assuming that's a ligmas. Okay. Then notes 70 we get. Okay, yeah. So here's the big part. Okay, so at 70 pools we get a limited 10 pool ticket. Okay. And at night and then at 110 pools, okay, no, at 90 pools you get a gift box, 110 we get 20 more ligmas. Okay, then at 130 and 150 and 170 we get 3 10 pool tickets. Okay, then 190 I'm assuming it's more student upgrade mats, right? I think I'll just skip the mats. Just see Yeah, at 270, you get another tempo ticket, right? Then more mats, gift boxes, enigmas. Then at 330, we'll get another tempo ticket. 350, another tempo ticket. 370, another tempo ticket. Then 390, more mats. Okay. Then for the repeat benefits, yeah, there are no tempo tickets. So I mean, it's pretty much just you can pretty much ignore that. Okay. So basically, if we count up how many tempo tickets we're gonna get simply by pooling, right? At 70, we get one. 130, 150, 170, we get three more, so four. Okay, so before you reach 200 pools, you will get 4 free tickets. All right, and then later on, between 200 and 400, you will get four more. Yes, you will get four more. So yeah, basically now for the first 200 pools, you get 4 free tempo tickets. So basically, you get 40 free pools uh, before you reach 200, and then before you reach 400 pools, you will get another 40 free pools. So yeah, so this, as you can tell, this changes up the probabilities immensely, right? Because now we are saving like a ton of pyroxenes, right? With these free tickets they're giving us at 70, 130, 150, 170, and so on, right? So let me go to, I think, is this Reddit post? Okay, yeah. So this Reddit post goes through the changes, right? So okay, so this is the old graph, right? This is what I showed in my other video. I've already unlisted it. It's not accurate anymore. Okay, so this is the old graph, as you can see, right? This is how it looked like. So the old one, right? The new one was slightly better. I was slightly. The new one was better from 1 to 199 pools, right? But then the old one became better at 200 because of the spark, right? Both characters in both banners was better with the old gacha system before they announced the rebate rewards. Well, with the new rewards, as you can see, the new system now completely overtakes the old one. Okay, it is now 100% better than the old system now with these rebates. Yeah, I mean, I'm still like, okay, I do think this has alleviated most of the concern about the new gacha. However, there's still the issue of communication, right? They did not announce this rebate system, right? When they first did the gacha announcement, right? When they first did the announcement, it was just this, right? They just said how the system worked, right? Right. And as for the rebates, they barely mentioned it. I think they mentioned it here. Yeah, okay, yeah. You can receive rewards such as a limited 10-time tempo ticket, right? And training materials. That's all they said. They did not show this the first time. All they showed was this. Okay. I still think that's an issue. I still think that's an issue with communication, right? They did not properly communicate what the rewards were. They sent the whole community into a panic, right? There's still something to criticize, which is poor communication on the developer's part. And I've also seen speculation, and honestly, I kind of agree with this. I think that they originally didn't announce the rebate at first, okay? When they first announced the gacha system, because they wanted to gauge the opinion of players first. They wanted to see if we would be excited or maybe upset at the change. And as you can tell, the community so far has been extremely upset. So I do agree with the theory that they initially left the rebates vague in the original announcement so that later on they could kind of course correct, right? Now that they've seen the community went in an uproar, they were super mad at the new changes, right? They have announced these new rebates to essentially alleviate our concerns, right? Show, hey, actually the rebates are super generous. This is not actually completely better than the old gacha system. You have nothing to worry about. And I mean, I think it's great. I think it's great that they, input these rebates, right? But still, the issue of communication still stands, right? If they truly believed the new system was gonna be better than the old one, I don't think they would have felt the need to hide the rebates, right? Until now, right after they've seen the backlash, right? And I actually wanted to show a comment. Okay, yeah. So this comment on Reddit here by 1198765 I agree what they're saying. Okay. In fact, I think I said something similar in the video I posted 2 hours ago, right? But basically, under the old system, basically a lot of people would hoard their pyroxenes, right? They would skip a lot of banners because they wanted to get like a 100% chance to get like a specific student they wanted in like a better banner, right? Many people would skip a bunch of banners, right? Like, the Konoka Rena banner, they would skip the, like maybe the Dress Mutsuki, Dress Haruka banners to just save all their proxies, hoard them to just unload it on the anniversary banner, which is obviously going to have very overpowered characters, right? So I think this newer change, right, to shift the goal of instead of 200 pools to 100 pools to get that 50-50, I think that they shifted that so that people will feel less reserved about saving up their paroxysms to get a spark at 200s. Instead, people will feel more like safe to pull only 100 times on a banner, to potentially get a 50-50, right? If it's a character they maybe want, maybe don't want, right? And since PT can carry over now between banners, people can think, oh, I'll spend 100 here, right? If I get a character, that's good. If I don't, it's all right because I still have 100 PT that I can use on the banner that's coming up soon, right? So it's not completely wasted that I didn't get the character at the 50-50. I agree with this. Okay, I think what Nexon's trying to do is that they're trying to get people to just pull more in general, pull on banners more in general, right? Rather than just stockpiling all of their pyros for just like 1 or 2 banners in like 6 months. And yeah, I'm still feeling pretty mixed about the situation, right? I mean, gacha system got changed. I guess it's better now, but still, Nexon handled the situation really badly. Like, they were vague about these rebate rewards. They announced this new gacha change like just 3 days before it will be implemented. I imagined for something as massive as this, they should at least do it like, I don't know, a few weeks in advance, maybe a few months even. Or just like maybe bring out as like a suggestion for the players. But no, they just brought it up just a few days before it was going to be implemented. Like, it's just, I don't know what they're thinking. I really don't know what they're thinking. So many people have lost trust in Nexon now, right? And it's gonna take, I would say, a long time for people to really regain their trust in Nexon or the Blue Archive developers. It's not gonna be easy, right? So yeah, I mean, I guess I'm happy that the gacha is at least, it's saved in a way, right? But still, I don't know, man. I really hope that this game still has a future. I mean, I don't think it's gonna end on service anytime soon. Okay, I'm not gonna fearmonger, right? I'm not gonna doom post. I'm pretty sure this game is not shutting down anytime soon. But still, I mean, the whole situation just does not bode well for Blue Archive. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. This video was really rushed. Okay, I'm not gonna do much editing. I'm just gonna post this. All right, just get this information out there, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.